What's up, you guys? This is HoldstrongTrader. Hey guys, so I actually recorded a whole entire 30-minute video of me talking about trading uh and the worst part is the volume was off. The worst part was that the volume was off. And it's been a while since I posted a video and man, it was such a great video. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm going to be announcing the winner of today. Stick to the end of the video. I'm going to make a short video trying to recap everything that I said in the last video. So I'll make it short just so you guys can get that content in. And yeah. All right. So basically, what I was talking about is a strategy. Well, not really a strategy. It's basically a candlestick pattern or candlestick, basically. I don't know if you guys are aware of what Hekinashi is. It's a candle, basically, and it's what you're seeing on the screen. You see all these reds right here, all the greens. Um, but basically, what I was talking about is basically Jeremy Cash. I don't know if you guys have seen him on YouTube. So Jeremy Cash, he uses the Hikinashi candles in a different way that I do. He actually just puts in like 3 minute positions, and most of the time it works out. For me, I use a different strategy, one that actually gives me higher returns with good risk management. Basically, I start a trade from a 5 minute position, right? So I actually start the position at the 4 minute. If I see a strong trend, I put a position in the direction of the trend. And basically, I end up with a result of high probability wins. And what happens is basically what I look forward to is to a losing position or a losing trade because of resistance or a reversal or psychology. Because when I put those positions and they lose, what happens is basically I increase um, based off of determining whether it's worth the risk to put on another position. If it's not worth the risk to put on another position, then I don't take the trade. I actually take an L, which is a loss. And it's okay to lose if you're a new trader or a new person into knowing about trading. Losing is a normal thing for every single trader, professional or beginner. The professionals take more determined losses than a beginner. A beginner will not take losses. There's a higher probability of a beginner not taking losses, but taking huge losses, not by choice, but because of stubbornness. And the difference is that, professional traders, we tend to take small losses and we take them early. And we wait for good opportunities to set up so that we can take huge wins. Because we know this is a game of probability, a game of risk, and we have to manage risk. It's like any business, you have to manage good inventory and bad inventory. Bad inventory, you don't want to invest a lot in. Good inventory, you do want to invest a lot in. Put more eggs in that basket because you're going to get a higher return. Now, let me show you a good trade and show you guys and explain to you guys how to use a Hekinashi or use the Hekinashi candlesticks. So basically, what we're looking for is something like this, right? Right here, this is not a good candle indicator. Right here, you guys can see in the Keltner channel that it has crossed over. You guys see that the RSI actually touched this low and is now moving up. All right, but don't get super confident with just seeing that. You see the MACD right here. You see it cross over. It's going up, right? At any point, and it can actually go against you. Just know that nothing's 100%. So you have to be prepared for both sides, right? If it loses or if it wins, what are you going to do? All right, so before you place a trade, you have to think about that, right? All right, right now, it's moving upwards. I actually see right here there's resistance and it stayed within the zone and then pushed down. If we zoom out, I want to see the psychology of the trade. I see that staying down below, stays within this channel, stays down below, stays within this channel, stays down below, and now it's pushing above. So it might stay within this third channel or push above the third channel and stay above at a high RSI, right? At a high overbought position. But there's a good opportunity presenting itself, since we see that these candles are actually all green, and you see that these candles actually have like a wick up here. If you see this wick below the green candle, it's a good indicator that it's not going to continue in that direction. It actually might be changing direction. So this wouldn't be a good time to put it in. And then right here, as you guys can see, there's wicks up here, so that's okay as long as the candle is green. And there's no wicks down below because it's going up, right? So if it's going up, you don't want to see wicks down below. If it's going down, you don't want to see wicks up above. You want to see it in the direction that it's actually moving. So the wicks are going up, so it's still going up, right? Right here though, as you guys can see, as we were talking, it created a little wick down here. So it actually shows me a good, that there's like about an even amount of buyers and sellers. So this actually wouldn't be good enough for me to take on the position. If I see it go above this line right here, in the next couple of minutes, right now we're at basically 4 minutes. Let me switch to the 5-minute candle. So you guys see right here, it went from a downtrend. Now we're seeing an upward movement. And I think there's a high chance that it'll go above and go up here. But if it doesn't, then it's a good opportunity to get another position on the downside, and we might see continuation. So here we go. So let's check it out, try it out. We're using the 5-minute candle. It's about to finish this candle, and the new candle is about to begin. So we're about to see whether it's going to go up or it's going to push back down. So we got a green candle. We got a green candle. This can turn red though, so be ready. Here goes nothing. So we're going to go to the 1-minute candle. It looks pretty clean to me, that it's continuing to push up. I'm still waiting for it to push above this area right here, because I see that there is there's no determination of where it wants to go. Right here it just went above, so I hope it stays above and it continues. If it doesn't, it might push back down to this zone. So it's a good opportunity either way. So let's see what's going to happen. All right, so this is 1 minute. We're about to hit that 4-minute mark. This is where I like to get in. So when it hits 4 minutes, I like to get into the position and in the direction of the trade. So let's see. And here goes nothing. Boom. All right. That was pretty loud. All right. Okay, here goes nothing. So let's switch back to the 1 minute. And it's okay to lose the trade. What we want to do is figure out what is happening, right? What is the psychology? So now that we see this little wick right here, so what I was telling you guys, is it going to go above and continue in an uptrend, or is it going to go down and it's going to be in that consolidation area, right? Where people are fighting to say it's going to go up or go down, right? So we have to determine what the true direction is of the trade. As you guys can see, if we were to win this, if we are going to win this, I'm going to stop right here and not put another position. The reason why, and we're going to win this, the reason why I'm not going to take on another position is because of this area. I'm actually going to wait until the next 5-minute candle presents itself, and I'm going to take a trade at the 4-minute if the opportunity is good enough for me to trade. So if we see that it stays within this range, I'm going to wait for it to break into an area. And if it doesn't present anything, I'm going to be looking at other pairs, AUD, CHF, GBP, JPY, to see if they present a good opportunity for me to trade. So if you guys can see the Keltner channel, see how this is just trading here and goes below, goes above. So what do you guys think is happening here, right? If you think that it's people are having a hard time deciding what direction it's going, you're correct. There's probably a balanced amount of traders trying to determine what direction. A lot of people think it's going to go down. A lot of people think it's going to go up. So what it's telling me is that there's a lot of inexperienced traders trading the market right there. So now that it goes down, the majority of experienced traders took on these positions, giving it strength, and it went down below. Right here, a lot of inexperienced traders and experienced traders riding this along to the upside, right? So now we got 2 minutes left for that 5-minute candle to be done. So let's see. So what I like to see is with the 5-minute candle, right, the Hekinashi candle, does it look full? Does it look like it has a lot of strength? What is going on, right? So it went down, right? We have a green, we have another green, but you guys can see that there's tails up here, right? They're about even. For me, that's a good indicator that there's not a lot of strength, but I could be wrong. So I already have one viewpoint, 2, right? Now we see the Keltner channel up here. This is a resistance level, whether it's going to push below, it's going to hit that Keltner channel, I already touched it, it's going to push back down. We might, at the end of these 30 seconds, we might see that this actually turns into a red candle. If it does turn into a red candle, then we see indecisiveness, and that actually, we would have to wait maybe another 5 minutes, another 10 minutes to actually see its true direction. In the meantime, we can look for another pair that has a more clear indicator of what direction it's actually taking. But don't leave this alone. Come back to it once you know the direction, because if you see like it's strong on the downside, it's most likely going to be continuing in a strong pattern, either on the upside or in the downside. So don't leave this out. If you find something good like this, make sure that you always keep it in mind. As you guys can see, so they actually had little wicks. I didn't even see that until I'm paying attention now. It has little tails down here, a good indicator of weakness. And as you guys can see, you have a red candle, and it's starting to push down. So there's a good chance, but it might fake out and actually might have volume on the upside. So you have to think of every single side of the trade when you're trading. That only comes with experience. That only comes with lots of hours of trading. Okay, so this is actually not a good, strong trend. Even though it looks like it's strong, I'm going to tell you why. Because look at these wicks, right? Wick right here, wick right here, wick right here. A good indicator that it's continuing to go up. After this right here, I call this one a T, right? It looks like a T. When you get a T, there's a good chance that it might reverse. And if it doesn't, then it's going to continue in the direction, but in a strong direction. So you got a T right here. You see this green candle. It continued. It continued. You got another T. You got to wait for what the position is going to be doing. This one can go from being green to being completely red. Believe me, it can do that. But what's going to help you become successful is being patient and determining what direction it's actually going to move. After this green, if it stays above, I would take a position on the upside, saying it's going to continue going up. And you have a higher probability of winning. So you can actually wait for this in the next time frame to see if it's going to be good. Right here, we're seeing very strong, a very strong trend on the downside. So it looks like there's a lot of strength. But what I'm looking at is over here, this undecisiveness. There's a lot of traders, unexperienced traders, that are actually looking at this. They're probably looking at this like I am, but they're thinking, oh, well, there's a resistance level. Well, okay. What I'm thinking is, you guys don't know what direction it's going, and I'm going to wait until I see a direction. You guys are probably going to put a trade saying it's going to go up, and it might continue to go down. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save my money, and I'm gonna wait until a good position presents itself. So that's the difference between being successful and being an unsuccessful trader. Um, Always be patient. Always wait for the true direction. If you're wrong, then you have a higher probability of capturing a better position on the reversal. So I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. All right. All right. So I'm going to actually wait until we get our next 5-minute candle. I'm going to be checking every single four, like all these four pairs. I'm going to be checking what it's actually doing. And as you guys can see, we're going back to AUD JPY. Honestly, it looks like, they're still having a hard time determining where it's going to go. If we look at the 1 minute, you see it pushes up. There's resistance right here and went back down. So if we get a green bar here, there's a good indicator that it's going to reverse. It's going to go on the upside. I think it's a good turning point, to be honest. A good turning point for it to go up and recover some of these areas over here. But if not, it continues going down, then you're going to see it come down and touch this level right here. Or at least this level right here. So either this level or this level. So you might see both. And as you guys can see, these last candles actually touched this area. Okay. So there you go. This looks pretty good. But let's see the 5-minute. Okay. So this actually looks like it's a very strong trend. So I'm gonna wait for it to go to a 4-minute, and I'll take the trade, and I'll show you guys what happens either with you if you win or if you lose. So I hope that it's a losing trade, so I can show you guys what to do, how to think, and basically prepare you if you are trading, what to do in this scenario. All right, so we got our next candle. All right, and if you guys are paying attention, if you take 3 trades at 1 minute, if you use every single step that I'm telling you, there's a high probability that you'll get the win. But don't mark my words. Trading is risky, and you can lose money if you don't know what you're doing, right? Everyone loses money. That's part of the game. But if you're an unexperienced trader and you're just trading, then there's a good chance that you might blow your account. All right, so we have the 4-minute. I'm just waiting for that to start so I can put on a position. And there we go. Okay, so hopefully we actually lose this trade. Kind of hoping for it so I can show you what to do next. All right, so what I was telling you guys. So if you guys win 3 trades within an hour, let's just say 3 trades within an hour, and let's say it's just a profit of $18, right? That's over $50 an hour. What job out there pays $50 an hour? You're talking about a job that is like above a bachelor's. It's like a master's, basically. You guys have to think of it from that viewpoint. You don't have to risk a lot to make a lot. Okay, so you see it pushed down below this area. So I'm going to go with the flow. And I'm not going to say it's going down. So it's a little laggy. I don't know why it's getting laggy right now. But all right, you guys see these candles right here. Within like a few milliseconds, I'm already thinking like what's going on, right? I see the MACD crossing. I see the RSI pushing down to this low. I see these candles, they're full, they're huge. There's a lot of volume on the downside. So what am I doing? I'm putting on some risk because I believe that this trade is going to win. All right, so we got 15 seconds left. All right, but keep in mind, there's a resistance level right here. Okay, so I just put on 3 positions on the downside. Don't be worried. So we put on a 20, we put on 100, we put on 300. So let's see. So, you know, I see these like, I see the resistance here, but look at what level it's at. So it's going to drop down a little bit. We might get it, we might not. But based off of what it's doing, I'm going to determine my next move. Okay. There you go. So I was about to hop in with a bigger position. There you go. So, all right. So I'm going to explain what I was thinking when I was in this trade. All right. So a lot of traders panic when it comes to big numbers, right? A lot of traders panic. You should learn how to stay calm. You should learn first how the market moves, how it reacts, what it does, before you even put a cent or a dollar into the market. What I basically did, I put on a $20 position, right? I'm okay with risking 20 without hesitation if I see something that is good. The second move is, do I continue this trade, right? I'm looking at the charts. I'm looking at what's happening. I see a resistance level right here. I think personally it's a good opportunity. It's risky, but I think it's going to go in my favor. Reason why? It's below, in the Keltner channel, below the zone right here. So it has a little range that it's going to stay between. So let me see. For the second trade, right, I put 100, saying it's going to go down. It went against me, right? It pulled up a little bit, but I was still confident because I switched to the 5-minute chart, right? I switched to the 5-minute, and I saw that it was staying within the zone. And countless times, I've seen, I've seen the candle continue in the same direction within the last minute. And then also looking back at that 1-minute chart. So within split seconds, I'm thinking this, right? I see this level and it was up here. I was like, nah. You see where these are ending? Plus there's another zone right here, another resistance level. So it's stuck between these 2 resistance levels. It's gonna go down. I'm very confident. And if I were to lose, for example, these last 3 trades, I would call it a day. Why? Because everything went against what I've learned in these past couple of years. It went against my rules, and I'm done. Because I don't want my psychology to be messed up. I don't want, my mentality to be messed up. Basically, let's make some calculations. Basically, let's see. So we lost a $20 position. We lost a $100 position. So that's 120. All right. So 300 profit times, what was it, the return? 92? Yeah, 92. So 276 minus 120. I just made $156, right? $156 within a few minutes. How many people make $156 an hour? Not a lot of people. And when I started off trading, there's days that the markets are perfect. Instead of trading 100, I'll go from 20 to 300 depending on what the market is presenting itself. And then my biggest trades are thousands. So depending on what your account size, what you've learned, how prepared you are to trade the market, that's going to determine whether you win or lose. So thank you guys so much for watching. The word of today is success. So make sure that you guys go to instantstocktraders/giveaways. If you guys want to see the winner of last week, Friday, so you guys can actually go to the link that I'm providing up here. You guys can click on it. It's going to take you to the video that is completely private. So if you've watched this video, you have access to see if you're the winner. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys watched the whole video, please let me know down below. I'll give you some extra entries for the next giveaway. I plan on doing more videos. I'll make sure that I actually check if my microphone's on, so that I don't have to make these videos again. All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, hold strong.